What's up guys, Frispy here. Just going to be talking about a few things today and showing you some new stuff that I've been working on. The knives up top here, these ones are for trade. Sorry if I'm being annoying with that. I've posted on Instagram like twice in the last week. I got some of them traded and sold, but I don't know. These are just knives that I never really seem to carry, and I like to carry all my knives. These are just ones that either actually none of them I don't like besides the Spartan. I'm not a big fan of cold steel, but all the other ones I really like. I just don't seem to carry them as much as I used to. I just like to have something new that I would appreciate more. Start off with the Quaken. Now this one might be a trade pending. I'm talking to a guy about it now. He's got a black G10 Manix 2, and I used to have one of those and I really liked it, and I traded it to Big Mondo, and now I kind of want one back, so I think I'm going to go with that trade. But if you have anything better that can beat a Manix 2, let me know, because I haven't finalized the trade with him. We were just talking. Customized Kershaw Cryo with my random scalloped pattern on there, and bronzed, polished pocket clip, over travel, and pivot, acid stone washed blade, fast opening. I think this comes with the box. I would have to look. I should have it somewhere. The Quaken and all the rest of them come with the box. And they're all for trade, not sale right now. I just don't really need the money too bad, just kind of want something new to play around with, so I'm going to try to go through these real quick. Benchmade Volley. Benchmade Volley. Kind of like a Barrage. It's the same style, thinner G10 scales, and it's kind of got my style pattern that I do. I call it the random scalloped pattern. It's kind of got that going on. That's why I really like it, and also because, let me clean off the blade real quick and show you. Yeah. Come on. Right. Yeah, see how it kind of looks like a stonewash blade right there? And then you just move it into the light, and it's got a really nice satin. That's usually why I don't carry this knife a lot, is because when I do carry it, I don't want to use it, so then I have to end up carrying a second knife, like a traditional or something, to cut with. So yeah, it's in really good condition. I don't think it has a scratch on it. It's been sharpened once professionally, and so it is still razor sharp. It has S30V, and it's got some really nice jimping going down the back there. It's got the back lock, no blade play or anything. So I kind of like that one. If you want to, I don't know, you probably have to offer me something pretty cool to trade that. I'm not looking for something out of its price range, just something that, I don't know, something I haven't had yet or something I've been wanting. Cold Steel Spartan, I'll sell or trade this. This one isn't really a big deal to me. I bought it probably, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago. Never liked it from when I got it. It came out of the box really, really gritty. I mean, I had to, when I first opened it, I had to just grab it like that. It felt like there was sand in the pivot. It was horrible. So I took that all apart and got it all cleaned up. Opens real smooth now, and oh god, polished the pocket clip. It has the other pocket clip that goes this way. That one is still black. I do have the box for this, I think, but it is pretty beat up because Cold Steel's boxes are like light cardboard stuff. So, and the last one here, the Browse Bionic. This one actually just came out about 2 months ago in late December. I think I've carried it once. I don't know, just not really my style, I guess. I like smaller knives, but this one, it just falls into that category of I like it and I don't want to scratch it or screw it up. I mean, I carry my Emersons and my Spydercos and stuff like that to really use, mostly my Emersons, but I don't know, a really nice shiny blade like that and a nice handle like that, it just doesn't really make me want to just really hard use it, so I just don't end up carrying it a lot. So that's up for trade. It comes with the tube that they come in and the certificate of authenticity. It came with a sticker, but I already used that. Well, I haven't used it yet. I'm getting a Pelican 1500 case in here, should be in the next day or two. So, gonna slap that on there. And I don't have too many pimps to show you guys today. I kind of limited well, I think I only have one, and that's just because I just finished it up. I have been doing pimps, I've just been kind of sending them back as I get them, or as I finish them. I kind of limited the number that I'm taking in right now, just so I can make sure that I get the run of the little knives that I'm doing out on time and done and everything. If you want to send a pimp, and I've told everyone that's sending me one right now, it'll probably be about a month, just because I want to make sure those all get squared away and everything. So, and also I would like to thank everyone that ordered one. My first run, so I'm really glad I got 13 orders so far, and I've only announced it once, so I think that's really cool. Thank you guys. So just one little pimp to show you guys today. I just finished it right before the video. Thought I'd show you real quick. This one was basically a lost cause. I got it used for like $10, I think. It's a $20 Kershaw 1 ton. And I used to actually carry this every once in a while. It's not a bad... Oh, almost lost the tripod there. It's not really a bad knife. It's not a bad design. It's kind of on par with like a, I don't know, like a Spyderco Tenacious or something like that. So it's got Teflon washers, and it still just shoots out there with no blade play. So that's kind of surprising. Really, really thin too. Super thin. Definitely not a hard use knife. It's kind of hard to get a really solid grip on it. I kind of feel like I'm going to bend something, but there we go. When I got it, this part came out flush with the lock bar, and I kind of just brought that in a tiny bit so I could just disengage the lock a little bit easier. Oh boy, now I can do that. God, it seems like I'm doing this pattern so much lately. That and the crater. I've been doing the crater a lot on the albatrosses. But yeah, the random scalloped pattern. This one is more almost uniform straight across on the pocket clip. There's some random parts in there, but I don't know. I think it turned out pretty good. I really like the color, the stainless steel bronzes. Like that, just that deep, rich bronze. And on the G10 it's more hard lines, kind of gives you a lot of grip on this side, because before this knife it really gives you nothing to hold on to. This is kind of just straight, not much of a finger groove in there, so gives you a little bit to hold on to. And acid stone-washed blade. And the pocket clip got some funky colors on it. It got some blues, like a little bit of purple. This one will also be up for sale or trade. Not really sure the worth of it or anything. Just throw an offer if you'd like it. Just one thing to mention, this I did say was missing screws, so this one is off a Spyderco Tenacious, I think. Just I had a bin of random screws, so these two are the ones it came with. And I somehow lost every pocket clip screw to this thing. So it's got 3, I think, Tenacious like body screws, and they fit right. I mean, I'm going to tighten that down, but they fit, they're the same thread count and everything, so. And I think it kind of looks cool, like the big screws on there. Yeah, so if you want that, or you want any of these, frispysknives@gmail.com. I'll leave it in the description down below also. But now time for the main point of the video. If you've seen my Instagram today, you saw this little guy. It's got a new sheath on it right now. When I posted it, had like a really crappy leather sheath, and it kind of worked, but it was a little loose. This one's a real snug fit. I went to the knife store today, and I brought the knife with me, and they have a box of just random sheaths, so found one that fit perfectly in it. It was about that long, and then I just cut it down. Well, the back part came out, and it strapped. It was for like a, I don't know, like a hunting knife or something. But I'll just bust it out. Oh, yeah, it's a snug fit. Oh no, I gotta wipe it down real quick. It has hello. Mirrored edge right there, the mirrored bevel, or the mirrored grind, whatever you want to call it. And I'm trying to get this so I can have it focus, but not here. I'll just show you this side of it. The other side's going to get greasy. Acid washed everything else. Oh, I'm trying not to cut myself. Kind of a funky design. I'm still not a huge fan of it. This was actually, I bought a bunch of 440C a while back to practice my grinds and different stuff like that on, and a lot of it just ended up being practice, nothing that I sold or anything. I did make my giveaway knife back when I first started on Instagram a while, like over a year ago probably, out of that 440C. And I found a piece that I attempted to make a knife out of a long time ago and just completely screwed up. So I busted that out, and it was very oddly shaped. The one thing that I don't like about this knife, this area seems to be too big of a gap. If I had to do it, I'd probably bring that in about like half a centimeter. Just, I don't know, I think it would just look better. Functionality wise, I kind of like it like that, because you put your finger right down in there, and once it's forced all the way down, I mean, it fits perfect. I mean, if you pull it way over to that side, then yeah, you do got a little room right there, but maybe just bring the blade in that way a little bit. But comfortability, everything is nice and rounded on this knife. I tried to keep... I've made rings for people in the past, so that really helped with making this. I tried to round that off, and I rounded it on this side, and I brought it thinner a little bit. So the only thing that's not comfortable is this little guy right here, and he is mainly to... I can see myself talking. I don't want to call it a he. It is mainly so the knife's not kind of moving around on you, and it's not just your index finger holding it back, so you got a little bit right there too. I was going to make it a little bit longer, but it would kind of be pushing around the same area. And it was mainly for when you have it in the sheath and say you need to pull it out real quick. Pull it out like that, And without that, it would kind of be just, there'd be nothing to really hold on to. You'd be sitting there like this. So that gives you a little something if you can get your thumb up to the jimping, if you have big enough hands. But yeah, it can be used like defensively. You want to pull it like that, you can pull it out with your middle finger, and it's got a really thin tip on it, if I can get it to focus on that. Let me see. A little bit. Really thin tip, so it can be used defensively or as a puncture tool. Wipe that off again. The jimping is not perfect. I'm still working on the jimping. And I could have done it better, but I don't know. I was sitting on my couch messing with it, and I was like, oh, that's what it needs. It needs jimping. So I just kind of jumped up and just went and did it. I didn't measure it out or anything, like a complete idiot. And it didn't come out too bad. It's just not even. Definitely not what I would like it to be. So that, if I sell it, it's probably going to affect the price there just because of that. And what else did I want to talk about? Chamfered around the inside of the ring there. This completely comfortable. There is no hot spot anywhere around this. I know a lot of knives that have this, that's probably the main issue, is people not rounding it off. And I wanted this to basically just fit just like a ring. I mean, a ring is not uncomfortable, and I see a lot of these that are kind of wide. They got wide, so it's going to be hitting this finger pretty wide like that and hitting that finger pretty wide. So I wanted to make it just as natural feeling as possible, and I think it did a pretty good job of that. That's why I made this really thin also, so you're not, no extra weight is on this knife, basically. And, oh my god, I can't stop hitting the tripod here. Just a little other feature and a little, I don't know, looks a little bit cooler with the design. Bottle opener, and with things this thin, it's not ideal for opening bottles. I will admit it takes about 2 or 3 tries to get this to open one. Kind of just hold it like that, and or how was I doing it? I forget how I was doing it. You can just do it like that and just pop it off, but yeah, it takes about 2 or 3 tries just because it is so thin. I think that's about it. This will be, oh, it's got a swedge up there to just basically thin the tip out. This one will be up for sale soon. It might be up for auction. I'm not sure. Gonna post some more pictures of it, see what people think. I'm probably not going to make a run of these or make any more of these. This design, there's so many people making it. I just kind of wanted to make one that was my take on it, which is kind of minimalistic, I guess. Pretty happy with it, though. I mean, I just started making knives very recently, so I think that's a solid start. And I might just keep this for myself. I think it's really nice to carry. You just slide that in your pocket. It's real thin. But if anybody really wants it, just let me know. And I got one other one up here, and this one was also a scrap piece. This would be more of a neck knife. I'm going to try to show it to you in like 30 seconds here. So very, very odd looking. Mostly just like a multi-tool fixie neck knife. Got mirrored grind on there once again. I'm not big on the mirrored grinds like that. I don't know. I've just been doing them on these. A little bit of a swedge on the top to thin it out a tiny bit. Bottle opener right there. Once again, takes about 2 or 3 tries to get it opened. And pry bar, flathead. Not bad, not uncomfortable, not good. It's pretty sharp right now. That's about it. I'm going to try to cut the video off right there at 20 minutes. That one won't be a lot of money, so if you want this, I think it'll be like 30 or 40 bucks. And that's pretty cheap for, I guess you could call it a custom knife. But hopefully YouTube lets me upload this video. If I spent 20 minutes on this and they say no, I'm going to be pretty upset. And yeah, I'm going to be working on the run of the little mini butcher knives. Not sure what to call them yet. I haven't made a name for them, but got some cool stuff on the way. Frucci is making me a new wallet. He's also making one for my brother. Getting a Pelican 1500 in. And Frucci is also making the sheaths for the mini knives. It's far, I can see it across the room right now. I'm not going to go grab it, but Frucci is also making the sheaths for those, and those are included in the $60 price. A lot of people were asking me if those were, they were thinking that if you wanted the Frucci sheath, you had to pay extra. It is included in the $60 price. You get a N690 knife, 4 inches long, a little over 4 inches long. Now I changed the design a little bit, made it a little bit longer. And I had to change it from S30V to N690 because I'm not able to get enough S30V. They don't have enough in stock, and they don't know when they're going to be getting any more in. So had to change it to N690. I hope no one has a problem with that. N690 is a really good steel. Yeah, okay, I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you for watching. That's it. Thanks. Bye.